Ever wonder what's behind the scenes of our minds? Every day, millions of people face mental illness. From the weight of depression to the grip of anxiety, these invisible battles affect us all. Let's uncover the common mental struggles and learn how to navigate them together. Number 1. Depression. Depression is a pervasive mental health disorder affecting people globally. It's characterized by persistent sadness, hopelessness, and a loss of interest in once enjoyable activities. It's a profound sense of emptiness that can consume your days. It's crucial to recognize that depression isn't a sign of weakness, but a serious medical illness. Symptoms vary but often include feelings of guilt, worthlessness, and difficulty concentrating or making decisions. It's like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, draining your energy, and leaving you feeling exhausted. Depression affects mood, and it seeps into every aspect of life. It strains relationships, inhibits communication, and dampens intimacy. Imagine losing interest in hobbies or withdrawing from social activities, feeling like life has lost its color. Over 300 million people worldwide battle depression, irrespective of age, gender, or background. And depression can exacerbate physical health issues, increasing the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Understanding the complexity of depression is crucial. Genetics, biology, environment, and psychology all play a role. It often coexists with other mental disorders or chronic illnesses, making treatment challenging. But there's hope. With support and proper treatment, relief is possible. Don't suffer in silence. Seek help and reclaim your life from the grips of depression. Number 2. Anxiety disorders. Anxiety disorders are not just like feeling a little nervous before a big event. They're much more than that. Think of being gripped by an overwhelming sense of fear and worry that just won't let go. That's what millions of people around the world face every day. These disorders can be debilitating, interfering with daily life and relationships. They affect people of all ages and backgrounds, and the numbers are staggering. In 2019 alone, an estimated 301 million people worldwide were affected by anxiety disorders. That's a significant increase from previous decades, highlighting the growing concern. Women are particularly susceptible, with about twice as many affected as men. These disorders come in many forms, from generalized anxiety to panic attacks, each with its own set of challenges. Symptoms can include trouble concentrating, feeling restless or irritable, and even physical symptoms like nausea or heart palpitations. Triggers for anxiety are varied, from social situations to life changes or stressors, and the effects can be far-reaching, increasing the risk of depression, substance abuse, and even suicidal thoughts. Effective treatments like medication and therapy exist, offering relief to those who suffer. With the right support and treatment plan, individuals can regain control of their lives and find peace in the midst of anxiety's storm. It's not an easy journey, but with perseverance and support, it's possible to overcome the grip of anxiety and live a fulfilling life. Number 3. Bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder, formerly called manic depression, involves fluctuating emotions. Feeling on top of the world one moment, only to crash into a pit of despair the next, is like riding waves of intense highs, mania, and crushing lows, depression. During depressive episodes, everything feels bleak. It's related to losing interest in everything you used to love and feeling like you're trapped in a dark tunnel with no way out. This affects the person diagnosed and also takes a toll on their loved ones. The symptoms can be tough to handle. Rapid mood swings, impulsive decisions, and reckless spending during manic episodes can strain relationships. Trying to reason with someone in the throes of mania feels like shouting into a void. Financially, it's a burden too. Families spend significantly more on healthcare when a member has bipolar disorder, and the individual may struggle to hold down a job, adding stress to an already strained situation. Besides the emotional toll, there are physical effects too. The constant worry and stress can take a toll on everyone's health, and risky behaviors during manic episodes put everyone at risk. Sadly, bipolar disorder can strain relationships to the breaking point. But involving family in treatment and understanding warning signs can foster empathy and support, helping everyone weather the storm together. Number 4. Dementia. Dementia encompasses a spectrum of neurological disorders affecting memory, cognition, and behavior. The World Health Organization reports over 55 million cases globally, with nearly 10 million new cases annually. The prevalence is highest in low and middle-income nations, housing over 60% of sufferers. Symptoms vary, but often include memory loss, communication difficulties, and changes in behavior. Its progression occurs through 3 stages: early, mild, middle, moderate, and late, severe. Early symptoms are subtle, while later stages exhibit increased confusion and functional impairment. Various types of dementia exist, including Alzheimer's disease, which accounts for 60 to 80% of cases, frontotemporal dementia, Lewy body dementia, vascular dementia, and mixed dementia. Despite ongoing research, no cure exists, underscoring the importance of early diagnosis for planning and treatment. Carers shoulder significant emotional, financial, and social burdens. The global prevalence is projected to skyrocket by 2050, reaching 152.8 million cases, driven by aging populations. Geographical disparities in prevalence shifts highlight the need for comprehensive support and understanding across regions. Number 5. Schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a complex mental health disorder that affects how people think, feel, and act. It's like living in a world where reality blurs and shadows lurk in every corner. Imagine hearing voices that aren't there, or believing things that others can't see. It's terrifying. But the scariest part is the stigma that surrounds schizophrenia. Many misunderstand the symptoms, making it hard for those affected to seek help. Hallucinations, like hearing voices or seeing things, and delusions or false beliefs are common. These can lead to confusion and make it tough to communicate or go about daily life. Schizophrenia is a mix of positive symptoms like hallucinations and negative symptoms like a lack of motivation or emotion. This makes diagnosis tricky, as symptoms vary from person to person. Medication and therapy can help manage symptoms and improve quality of life. Support groups and advocacy organizations offer education and resources, providing a lifeline for those navigating the challenges of schizophrenia. With understanding and support, those affected can find their way through the darkness. Number 6. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, is much deeper than being tidy or particular. Being trapped in a cycle of intrusive thoughts and compulsive actions makes it feel as if you have no control over your own mind. OCD is like having a constant companion for worries and rituals. Whether it's fears of contamination, a need for symmetry, or intrusive thoughts of harm, these obsessions take over your thoughts. And the only way to quiet them down is through repetitive behaviors, like washing your hands over and over again or checking things repeatedly. These rituals only offer temporary relief. Soon enough, the anxiety creeps back in, stronger than before, driving you to perform the compulsions all over again. It's a never-ending cycle that can consume hours of your day and leave you feeling exhausted and distressed. The impact on daily life is significant. Concentrating on tasks becomes a struggle, relationships suffer, and social activities become daunting. Work and academic performance may decline as intrusive thoughts hijack your focus. And let's not forget the emotional toll. Shame, guilt, and isolation often accompany OCD, as societal perceptions vary widely. While OCD affects about 2 to 3% of the global population, stigma can prevent many from seeking help. Treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and medication can help regain control over symptoms. By raising awareness and offering support, we can break the stigma surrounding OCD and create a more understanding and inclusive society for all. Number 7. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, resembles a storm that never quite passes. It's a mental health condition triggered by experiencing something truly traumatic. It doesn't discriminate, affecting people from all walks of life, whether it's from a natural disaster, combat, accidents, or violence. The hallmark of PTSD is that it sticks around long after the trauma is over, causing distress and disrupting daily life. Triggers can be anything from the threat of death to sexual violence, overwhelming a person's ability to cope. Symptoms vary but often include intrusive memories, nightmares, avoiding reminders of the trauma, and changes in mood and behavior. These can persist for months or even years, impacting all aspects of life. But the effects extend beyond the mental realm. PTSD can take a toll on physical health too. Chronic pain, gastrointestinal issues, and cardiovascular problems are just some of the physical challenges those with PTSD may face. Globally, PTSD is a serious concern, with rates varying across populations. However, challenges in diagnosis and treatment persist, including stigma, limited access to care, and overlapping symptoms with other conditions. Despite these hurdles, raising awareness and improving access to culturally sensitive care are crucial steps in addressing the impact of PTSD worldwide. Number 8. Eating disorders. Eating disorders are complex battles that take a toll on both the body and the mind. Anorexia nervosa, marked by extreme food restriction and distorted body image, and bulimia nervosa, involving binge eating followed by purging, are two well-known types. Binge eating disorder sees episodes of overeating without purging, while other specified feeding or eating disorders, OSFED, cover various disordered eating patterns. Genetics, low self-esteem, societal pressures, and traumatic events can all contribute to these conditions. Unrealistic beauty standards and peer pressure play roles too, triggering or worsening eating disorders. They're not limited to Western regions. They affect millions globally. Treatment involves therapy, nutrition counseling, and sometimes medication. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps challenge distorted thoughts, while family-based therapy aids adolescence. Recovery often requires hospitalization for severe cases and support from peers and support groups. Prevention focuses on promoting positive body image and healthy attitudes towards food and exercise. Together, we can fight the battles against eating disorders, one step at a time. So, which mental health topic resonated with you the most today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content. And hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest uploads.